Okay, folks, I want to get this week 2 out of the way. So I am in the lab. So I'm going to go to lab 2. Remember, we said I was going to do this. I had mentioned I would do this. So we are in lab 2. Again, we're going to have a 15 minutes timeout here, and we're going to continue in the next session. We're going to keep creating these 15-minute sessions, so you wouldn't have any problem. You won't get bored, and at the same time, you'll have a little break in between, and that should work out well for all of us. So they'll give me a break, and they'll give you a break. Okay, so I'm going to turn the machine on. Okay, power on. I apologize. When we tried to do this on individual computers, it didn't work very well. But here we have a standard environment, and I expect this to work much better because this is standard across the board. And any changes we make, it's reinitialized an hour after we finish. So I'm loading the first server, PLABAPP01. So we'll do that and see what happens here. It should come up without any problem. So let's give it a second. Let me close these pop-ups here. Almost there. We are almost there. Give it a minute or two and we'll get there here. Okay, it looks like power is on. And we should be able to see the machine down at the bottom. So here's the machine. Okay, that's the virtual lab. So what we're going to do here, we're going to go to program. The first thing we're going to do what we couldn't do on the individual computer. So let me go and start MySQL. Okay, so we're going to come down here. It's already installed on this machine. MySQL, right? And remember the workbench here. Here's the workbench. It should come up in a minute. Okay, here's the workbench. Right, I know we couldn't get to the workbench earlier, but in the lab it is much easier. So the whole purpose of the lab is so that we have a consistent environment for all of us. And the password is PASSW0D. Should take me in there. Oh, let me try it again. I must have made a mistake here. We're going to connect. Again, we're going to do the command line. Enter password, capital P ASSW0RD. Okay, we are in exactly like we did in this morning. So now what we're going to do, we're going to create database. We're creating the database at the command line, although you can do that using NetBeans. I think one of you have done that already, which is okay. You don't need to redo this. I'm just showing you how it works at the command line. So we're going to create a database. Let's see, password DB. Okay. Semicolon. So that created it. Now inside of there, we're going to create tables. And I think one of you, as you indicated earlier, you have done that already. You can do this inside of NetBeans or at the command line. The command line is a good practice. I like to do this at the command line because I find I can debug it if something goes wrong much faster. So we're going to see if it created. Use PASSWORD DB, semicolon, and we know it's there. So now we're using that. We're going to create, right? Create table. Let's call the table password table, PASSWORD TABLE, right? Password table. And we want to have two fields in there, one for the name and one for the password. So we're going to call this name and varchar, right? 30 characters long. So which means varchar just means it can contain characters and numbers, and password password. I don't know if it's a reserve name. It's probably not. So password varchar 15. Okay, so the maximum length for the password can be only 15. So enter. Okay, so now we have show tables. Show tables. So it'll show us our table. Oh, miss a semicolon. And here's our table. So password table is the table we just created. Okay, now we're going to insert some values in this table. Insert password table. Remember, we're using the same database. We didn't switch here. We're going to values. Remember, I missed that earlier. Values, open parentheses. So remember, it's going to go by columns, right? The first column is name. So we're going to put John Smith and comma for the second value. The password is XXXYYY. ZZZ. Okay, close, semicolon, enter. So one line entered. So let me do the same thing. Let's do a few of them. So Joe, let me just find some simple way to do this. Joe, Joe John. Okay, we'll change the password slightly. We don't even need to do that. We'll just take the same password. Excuse me. So another one. So we change it again. Let's change it to, this time we'll change it to Lisa. Okay. Lisa Hafner. Okay. Comma. And we want the password to be ZZ. Well, if it was a number, we wouldn't need this. ZZZ, YYY, XXX, and close that. Enter. So we should have 3 records, and you can do that for 10 of them if you want to. I think you need, I forgot what it says. Let's do one called the admin. Okay. ADMINUSER, admin user, and the password is the same. We'll just leave that the same. Okay, so now let's use a select statement. If you are familiar, select star from, let's see, password table. We need to keep consistency with the cap. So semicolon does not exist. So pass should be password, right? Password table. Okay, there you go, and it should show us our 4 entries in the database. So I'm going to leave this for now. We have created the database. The second step is to make sure that we have the connector installed. So here I'm going to close this. I'm going to go and start, right? Explore. Okay. I'm going to go to Google. Okay. I'm going to enable that. So right now I'm going to search for connector J. Okay, just download this very quickly. Okay, so I'm going to download connector J. It's a small program, so it shouldn't be a big deal downloading it. So I'm going to accept this, right? And we're going to come down here and download connector J. Okay, so let's make sure we have all of it in one screen. Let's see. Messed up my screen here, but I should be able to fix it. Okay, so let me size it properly so that we'll be able to see. I have 3 screens running, so let's see. So we don't get any. Okay, here we go. So I'll come down here, right? Come down, let's see. I missed it. I'm out of the lab. No, I'm not out of the lab. It's just still here. I have the wrong screen showing here. So we are still. Right, no, I'm pressing the wrong thing here. No big deal. We are here. We are not going anywhere. So I'm going to move a little slowly here to be able to see that connector J. Don't know how do I get that screen. It's a little tricky to work with that screen. Let me go back here. Let's see, connector J. If I double click, it should let me come down to the bottom. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we download it. That's the bad thing about the practice lab. It's a little jumpy because we are connecting to remote machine. Okay, we are at 12 minutes here, so I'm going to save it. So hopefully it would save very quickly. So it should download and save. Yes, view download. Oh, it's already done. Open folder. I'm going to stop it in a second here. So what I want to do, I want to extract this in a directory. I'm going to make a directory here. Make folder. Right, make folder connector J. Right, and I'm going to go back to my download folder. Right, and in the next video, I'm going to extract it in the download folder. Okay, so we're going to stop it here for now, and we're going to start another video for the download.